everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with the amazing Ida Marbury, and maybe you've seen her. Ida's climbed to the top. She had an amazing video of her pole dancing that went viral, and she's one of the most inspiring people that I've ever met. So I'm super happy that you're here.
Thank you.
We're going to do a quick tutorial on a skin condition that a lot of people suffer from, covering up redness, readiness, and rosacea on your skin. So when we're doing our makeup, the one thing that we don't want to have to worry about is our skin problems coming through and our makeup having to fight over top of that. There's not really a foundation by itself that's not going to be extremely thick and heavy that's going to necessarily cover this in one coat or two. There's not a product or even an applicator, whether it's a beauty blender or a brush, that's going to completely get rid of it without a little bit of beforehand work, a little bit of priming and concealing. So we're going to go over that, and I'm going to teach you how to go from beautiful rosy cheeks to clean, perfect, awesome, beautiful skin. See you soon. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna need, you're gonna actually need a primer that it's green tinted primer. And I know it seems crazy, but I promise it works magic. If you remember the color wheel from when you were a kid, kindergarten probably, there are complementary colors and there's colors that cancel each other out. So the colors across from each other on the color wheel are red and green. And by using a green primer, it's going to naturally cancel out the red that's in your cheeks. You're not gonna put it on and it's gonna be completely gone, but you're gonna see it start to neutralize, and it's actually gonna start to look more like just regular, the skin that surrounds the area. And then you're going to be able to apply your foundation without a ton of product and really a ton of work. So this particular primer is from Smashbox. It's one of my favorites. There are a ton of primers, and I'll actually link a few of my favorite green primers below the video, and you can go and click through to that. But the one that we're using today is Smashbox Photo Finish Green Primer. So how much you're going to need is just depending on the surface area. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use, this is a MAC 105, I can't remember, whatever, I'll link it below, who cares. Like I'm going to memorize every brush.
We're going to figure it out.
We're working through it, ladies, we're working through it. Alright, so you're just going to load up the brush, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and work it into circular motions onto Ida's skin. So like I said, you're not going to see it completely disappear, 1, 2, 3, but you're just going to add enough product so that it really starts to neutralize and the redness starts to dissipate. That's a good word.
That was nice. Dissipate.
$1 million word of the day. Ding ding. God, I cackle like my mom. Sorry, Mom. All right, so just looking at it, let's do this really quick before we're sitting here cracking up. So all you're gonna do is just work it into circular motions right into the skin. Like I totally forgot I'm supposed to be teaching people things. And you're gonna work it right into the skin until you see the redness start to fade. So just a little bit that we added. Look on one side, here we go, and the other. So much better! All right.
She's a magician.
1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna have my Vegas show one day. And then the foundation that I'm going to use for Ida is one of my foundations. Obviously, since I'm a whole-time makeup artist, I have a kit full of like every color possible with the brand that I use. So I use Graftobian foundation. It's a really good high definition foundation, and it's a little bit heavier cream, so I apply it with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender. And I will tell you right now that even if you don't have any sort of redness or rosacea, just anybody with skin needs to go buy these. If you have skin and you put on makeup, buy a beauty blender, buy 10, because they're amazing. And the application is going to go on so smooth, it's going to make your foundation just look airbrushed, because the little bit of moisture that's in this adds that moisture to your foundation, and whether you have a liquid or a cream, it just hydrates your skin as it's going on, and you don't have to worry about brush strokes, dipping into any fine lines and wrinkles, and moving the makeup around. I'm using Graftobian in Ingenue for her color, foundation color. So I'm using a palette and my beauty blender, and you're just going to work the product out onto the palette. You don't have to have a palette, you can use the back of your hand. I will tell you though that investing in a palette is going to end up saving you money in the long run, because a lot of your foundation gets absorbed into the back of your hand because it's made for skin. So when you're working everything on the back of your hand, foundation in particular, you're going to lose some that would have ended up on your face. So it's worth it to spend the $6 on Amazon and get one of these, and it's fun. side that has the foundation and the primer, and there's the side with just the primer. So looking pretty lovely. And it just depends on your amount of coverage. You are gonna put, obviously you're gonna probably put blush over top of it. So you wanna make sure that whatever color you're using, whatever blush color you're using might affect how much foundation you wanna put on the skin. So what I mean by that is, if you're gonna use a blush color that is really pinky and has the pinky hues, then she might not need a ton of more coverage. She may want some more coverage down here just to stop the redness completely on her face. But if you're gonna use something that's pinky and soft and really, you know, the hues that's almost underneath the redness, because right now it has a teeny tiny hue, a bit of pinkness, you may not really wanna do too much more coverage on the actual apples of the cheeks. But if you're gonna use something that's a little bit more neutral or nude or has more of like warmer undertones, you might wanna continue to apply some foundation until it cancels out completely, right? Oh, and by the way, guys, it's totally fine to put some foundation on your ears. When you got fair skin and you have some redness, if you're gonna be wearing your hair up especially, it's not out of the norm for, they do it a lot on the red carpet, but like Kim Kardashian, for example, is like foundation head to toe, basically. Any skin that shows she has foundation on. So if you're gonna have your hair up off your neck and up, off of your face, then your ears are showing and you're canceling out this redness and you have some redness on your ear, don't be afraid to dab those ears a little bit. And there you go, redness is gone. Where'd it go? Amazing. So we're gonna, now I'm gonna do the rest of her makeup. Look,
more.
I needed her for I just needed some redness to cover up, and now she's swindling me into doing all of her makeup.
I did.
And that's it, guys. It's really simple. Just one extra step in your makeup routine can make a huge difference. So go buy some green primer if you have any redness in your skin, and we're gonna go ahead and film the rest of your makeup and make her look a little glamorous, and maybe we'll share that with you guys too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to follow me on all social media and subscribe to my channel below. See you guys soon. Bye. One, two, three. Hi, everybody. And that's gonna feel like you're being punched with a clown nose.
It's true.
Where's your class if you are wrong in all the right ways? All my underdogs. We will never be anything but.
We don't even like each other. We don't even know who this person is. Under, you want to apply the foundation in a stiff.
Hello.